What up, everybody? What is good? Welcome to the Damn Dude Podcast.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
This is the show where we have the conversations that need to be had in a way that'll make you think and say, damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
Ultimately, this show is about self-understanding. We're here to help educate, entertain, and make an impact, and hopefully bring some new perspective, bring some new funny thoughts, bring some new ideas, and bring a new way to be able to think freely to the present time of our life, I should say. So, welcome. Like I said, this is the Damn Dude Podcast. This is Season 2, Episode 17, and get prepared, you guys. We do not run ads. We do not run commercials. This is all 100% straight value. So if you guys get anything out of this, I highly encourage you to share, leave a comment, a 5-star written review, all that cool shit. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, tell a cousin to tell a cousin to tell a cousin, tell your mom to tell her mom to tell another mom. So what up, guys? I'm your host, California Cal. I have to say I'm not one of those Californians. If you know what that means, you know what that means. If not, it's those types of Californians would constitute as the wear your mask, do this and that. Men can have babies and all that weird shit that makes no sense. We're just changing the definition of words just because that's some of that Californian type of shit. I don't rock on that shit. I do get into some Hipppy-Dippy sort of shit where, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm into energy and plant medicines and meditation and spirituality, but that's universal. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I notice it's kind of like, there's different levels of acceptance around the United States as far as being into some hippie shit or not. I think where a lot of us get it lost, especially here in California, is we take all that stuff and we make it all mystical and we remove the hard work out of it. And I'm here to tell you, it's like we cannot remove the hard work aspect out of achieving things, because that's what's required in order to achieve things is some hard work. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I have noticed that in this last week, like right now, it's Thursday, February 24th, and Mercury has been in retrograde this last week. A lot of people are like, it's some bullshit, blah, blah, blah. At the same time, like, I get that side of it and why people say that. It's like, well, you feel tired, so what? You got to get shit done anyways. And yes, absolutely, that's very, very true. I've had the experience of, because I feel it, dude, whenever Mercury retrograde hits, and I always call it Mercury Gatorade, whenever Gatorade hits, that means that, like, I'm usually a little more tired. Sometimes I'm more susceptible to headaches, and I just ultimately don't feel like myself is what I take from it. So within this last Mercury Gatorade, I haven't been feeling like myself. And in terms of energetically, for one, that's probably the first thing. And then mentally, I'm more just kind of like, I don't know, not as focused and not as like in tune, so to say, you know, like I feel like all the life lessons and the things I learn kind of like want to take a pause or take a break in some fashion. And I realize, all right, like, where's the fine line between rest and take this time versus push through it and fuck whatever the hell's going on, just keep going. You know what I'm saying? So we should always just keep going. But I think, sorry, like got something on my eye. What you want to call it? There's always a fine. Sorry, I just kind of like spaced out and was doing my own thing. There's a fine line between, all right, taking the time to like recoup, regenerate your energy, and kick back and take some time off. Now, I realize this whole not feeling like myself thing, I've been in this kicked back, like resigned state of mind and mode. And it's like, I've been dying financially. Like, I am in such a shithole of a financial situation at the moment. Like, I kind of can't believe it. And it took till today for me to like get my head out of my ass and actually start sending messages and like start doing the work for my business again. Because all that shit's just been falling apart as the weather falls apart. My whole fucking situation falls apart and so on and so on. And it's like, holy fuck, dude. Something's got to happen. And today, I don't know what it is. I just woke up. I got my head out of my ass. I'm like, I sent my messages. I finally wrote my to-do list. And a lot of it also for me has to do with I've been eating pretty bad over this last week too. I've been on absolute budget food status. So I've been eating like garbage, dude. Like straight up, I've been eating like fucking fast food here and there. I've been eating at Costco food court a bunch because it's cheap to eat there. You could eat a full meal for like $3 and some odd, for like $3.76. You can get a hot dog and a fucking pizza. That's pretty good, right? But granted, fuck, man, I gotta get out of this fucking hole I'm in, dude. I am like fucking drowning over here in terms of my financial status. So today I finally hit up a good amount of my people to sell some gift certificates. At this point, I have no control over it. I just relinquish all force and anything to the universe. It's like, all I could do is put it out there, contact people who said they're interested in this or that, or even if they didn't say they're interested or not, it's like I still put that out there and like, all right, if 2 people will buy gift certificates from me or even 3, I'll be fucking good, dude. Am I stressing about it? Yes. Am I stressing about it? Also, no. I've got rent due in a couple days. My bank account just went negative again. And I've got kids to feed and I need gas to get. And I got myself to feed too. So it's like all I could do is kick back and just stand in appreciation, man. Because it's like, if I haven't been feeling myself and I haven't been taking the actions required to maintain who myself is, then it kind of just falls on me no matter what Gatorade or Powerade or whatever the fuck is going on universally, right? So that's where I'm like, fuck, man, I need to be more responsible. Like, granted, from how I used to be compared to now, I'm a lot more responsible. At the same time, I need to be more responsible for certain things and when it comes to certain things. So the biggest one being my finances, dude. It's like, I'm like a fucking preteen or teenager with money, dude. Like I don't just go spending on stupid shit. I haven't bought anything for myself in fucking a long ass time. Like the last thing I bought for myself was probably the podcast equipment. And that was like 2 years ago now. Well, like a year and a half ago. You know what I mean? So that was the last thing I've really bought for myself. I haven't bought myself anything. Granted, I've bought a couple books from the bookstore. I bought myself some food here and there. But it's like I haven't gone on any trips. I haven't done anything that's extra. You know what I mean? And that's because it's like I owe money fucking everywhere right now. And like I said, I'm fucking drowning in it, man. And at the same time, it's like I teach people to fucking swim. Who can teach me? Like, how can I learn to swim? Who can teach me to swim financially? It's like this weird thing where it's like I know how, but I don't do it. And I don't know what it is that's stopping me sometimes. It's a weird ass thing. It's like a lot of us know the answers for what we want to do and what we want to accomplish, but for some reason we just don't fucking do it. You know what I mean? So as I feel myself get fatter, eating all this fucking shitty food, and as I see my fucking financial status just take a fat shit, I am like, what the fuck do I do, man? Like, what am I doing? What am I not doing? So this is where it's like this whole show is about self-understanding, So this is why I share this, is so I can further deepen my own sense of self-understanding. Because right now, dude, like my sense of self-understanding is at a complete fucking shit minimum. You know what I mean? Eating bad, having my financials bad, has my habits bad, has my thinking bad, has my feelings bad, has my actions bad. So I'm like, holy fuck, dude, I need to do something. So today, like I said, I finally got into fucking action. I've been messaging people. Hopefully something good comes out of it. Like I said, it's not up to me to force anything, you know, I just can reach out and ask. And I suppose that's the most I could do is reach out and ask people for, you know, if they'd be interested in buying these fucking gift certificates or not. So that's what I'm doing. It feels fucking embarrassing. It feels weird. I'm not trying to come off as desperate or like put my financial burden onto anybody else. That's never the right way to do things, you know? So I have to like continuously remind myself, even though I don't just want the money, I actually need the money right now. Like I need money. And at the same time, I have to keep in mind what my purpose and my focus is. My focus isn't to get money from people. That's not the point of why I do what I do. Why I do what I do is to help provide peace of mind to families. And if I can remind myself and come from an authentic place of, all right, I want to be able to save these people money via selling them these gift certificates, you know, it shoots me in the foot later if I get money for work. If I get money for work that's going to be done later, if I get it now, I don't get paid for it later. See, so I have to figure something out then. At the same time, I'm like, all right, it's all good. It is what it is. Like, excuse me. Shouldn't be burping on the microphone. That's not very cool. But the thing is like my focus isn't to get money out of people. And that's real. Even though I need money, it's like it's easy for my ego to be like, no, come on, you need to buy this. You need to buy this. And then I need to step out and be like, no, nobody has to do anything. It's all good. Like people will spend when they want to spend, how they want to spend. And that's the thing is like, I understand that people buy. The reason anybody buys anything is based off of people buy based off of emotion for logical reasons.
Damn, dude.
I didn't make that up. I think I want to say I took that from David Meltzer, and I've heard a lot of other people say that as well. But it's true. People, if you think about why you buy anything, think about why you buy a cup of coffee. Think about why you buy like a snack. Think about why you buy a cool shirt. It's because it's not that, well, logically, I've got $20. The shirt costs $20, so logically I can purchase it. No, it's emotionally, you're like, oh, this shirt's going to make me feel good. This shirt's going to make me look good. This shirt looks sick as fuck. Or you have some ideal image of what it should look, the picture it'll paint for you or something like that, right? That's the emotional part happening. And then logically, you're like, oh, well, it costs $20. I have $20. So it's like it has to filter through the emotion part first and then the logical part second. So even though I'm aware of that, I don't know if I'm putting that onto people or not. It's like, I don't want the way I come off as, hey, like I'm trying to force this or that. It's like, hey, this is just what I have to offer. You know what I mean? This is part of my business. And sometimes you need to take the profit now and take kind of the loss in profit later. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's kind of where people will get in trouble or different things. It's like, you've got to be able to balance out your own spending emotion and logic at the same time as like matching somebody else's spending and emotion logic at the same time. You know, I don't ever want to like override or step boundaries with people's emotions just to make a sale. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's ethically right. So I think more so it comes down to, all right, well, people buy based off of emotion for logical reasons. So it's good to invoke a little bit of emotion and then have the logic of why it makes sense to do that come in after. But like I said, at the same time, I don't think that's something to be taken advantage of or to take advantage of people with. You know what I mean? So it's an interesting thing. So I step back and I'm like, damn, I haven't been feeling like myself. So what does that mean? Like, if I'm not feeling like myself, does that mean if I go to sell these gift certificates that I'm coming off as something else? Am I coming off as something that's far from who I want to be in my heart, or who I really am, or who I know myself to be in my heart? You know what I mean? So it's a trip that I'm like, holy fuck, dude, like being more responsible equals being myself more, and being myself more, I think, equals more sales and more opportunities, because who I am and who I create myself to be and who I train myself to be and who I aspire to be is a good person, is not somebody who needs to sell things out of desperation. It's not somebody who needs to, you know, force a sale to happen or some shit like that. So I feel like something that's good to ask ourselves is like, what's available if? It's like, well, what's available if? What's available for me in my life if I were to be more myself? What would become available if I were to be able to be myself in my sales? Well, what would become available is more kids could get helped, more bills could get paid, and there's more chance for human connection and interaction. That's what's available if I'm more like myself. And sorry, I just got a text back from somebody. So they're saying they want to buy a smaller package than what I offered. Well, potentially. I didn't really read the whole thing, but that's kind of, dude. So see, this is like the power of being myself, man. Like right now, I just told on myself all the shit that I shared with you guys is pretty fucking embarrassing to share as a 36-year-old adult, because at the same time, it's okay, because it's like I'm comfortable with who I am, and being negative in my bank right now fucking sucks. I'm gonna tell you that straight up. It just sucks. And at the same time, like, it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, dude. All I could do is just be real about my situation and what I'm up to, because that's in alignment with who I am. And I believe that when I'm in alignment with who I am and who I aspire to be and who I claim to be, then shit starts working out. So I'm kind of like letting go of the fear and all this shit around being myself and making a sale, because I don't want people to feel pressured. I don't want to come off as desperate. I don't want to do any of that stuff. I just want to be me, and I want people to respond as who they are. You know what I mean? Because then it's like a win-win and everybody gets to be themselves.
Damn, dude.
And I love that. I love that's one thing that's really cool about the environment at my work. Like when you come to see me when you come to see me and you bring your kids for lessons, the vibe and the environment that's there is cool as fuck. Everybody's chilling. The parents are nice. The kids are cool. People from all different fucking ethnicities and parts of the world like show up. People from different classes, people from different states and countries and from all over show up. And it's this beautiful thing where it's like this environment of people feeling proud of their kids and feeling happy for their kids that comes up and exists, you know? And I'm like, wow, like all of this, I didn't realize. It's hard to give myself credit for, but it's like all of these people, the way that they show up is a reflection of me and my job and my work and what I've created, and an environment that I've created with my kids and my families, you know? So when you come, it's like you're a part of the family, you know? It's like if there's somebody sitting there, it's usually the other parents will say, be like, oh, hey, how are you? Or, oh, how's your kid doing? Or blah, blah, blah. Or like, oh, you know, or I don't even like saying this, but like parents will talk about me or talk about the lessons. Oh, like he's really good at this or that or what. Like, you know, it's like, it's weird because oftentimes I'll hear parents talk to newer parents or experienced parents who have been there for a while, talk to newer parents who are newer clients. And they'll be like, oh, dude, Calvin's awesome. You can trust him, this and that. He's really great with the kids. I don't know how he does what he does. He's just got baby magic and this and that. And it's like, I'm like, I hear those things and it's hard for me. It's because it's not said to me. It's like I'm being talked about in the distance. It puts me in a weird position because I'm like, what do I do with this information? You know, it's kind of a trip. Like, I don't know what and how to do with that info. It's like, because it's not being said to me, so it's not really for me to just accept, but I heard it, so it's kind of there for me to accept. So I don't know. So my thing is, like, I just want to further that. Like, I want people to be talking good about me or talking good about each other when the person that's being talked about isn't paying attention or isn't necessarily in the room. So I love that is the environment of, like, when people are talking about you, they're talking good about you. You know, it's like, it's just a cool environment. It's like, and it's the same thing with the students, like parents who have used my services. When you guys leave, the other parents talk good about your kids and stuff too, or they talk good about you. They go, oh, that person's really cool. Or they're like, oh man, their kids are really funny, or oh, their kids are really good, or oh, their kids are really outgoing, or whatever. And it's like, there's always this cool talk. Like, nobody's ever talking shit. Nobody's talking bad about anybody. And it's like, when I go behind any of my clients' backs and I talk about them, I'm talking about good stuff. You know, sometimes it might be funny or this or that, but it's always in good nature from a good place, because it's like there's real care for each other. And it's like, wow, like, we really respect each other. This is fucking cool, you know? So I always want to do whatever I can to create that sort of environment for our kids, our families, for myself. You know, I want to live a life so much so it's like, don't get it twisted. I don't give a fuck who says what about me. You can talk whatever shit about me. That's fine. And at the same time, I would prefer to live my life in a way where people talk good about my actions because there's no other option to. You know, it's like, if all my actions are in alignment with being good and doing good and being a good person, I think that provides an opportunity for honest business and honest transactions to get done, where people are like, damn, that was worth it. And one of the biggest compliments for me is like when people are like, dude, you gave my family peace of mind. It's so worth it. And I'm just like, damn, dude. Like, dude, when they're like, this was priceless. You know, it's funny because everybody complains about how much lessons cost in the first place. But once they've been in for a couple weeks or they've used my services, it's like, yo, this shit was priceless. Like, for sure. And that's what I want to deliver, is things that are priceless. I want my lessons, even though, yeah, there's a cost. I need to eat and I need to pay my bills and I need to feed my family. And I charge what I'm worth. I probably could charge more. I mean, I can. And I'll probably have to at some point. But I'm just charging what I'm worth. I'm not charging more. I'm not charging less. I'm charging what I have to offer for what it's worth. And that's what I want to be, something that's synonymous with me, is like, yo, like, he gave me shit that was priceless. His service was priceless. This podcast is priceless. It doesn't cost you anything except your time. And I appreciate that. That's why I don't waste your time with ads or other bullshit, because I know time is precious and time is invaluable. So here this is, you know what I'm saying? Here's this podcast. It's invaluable. Now, if I can find a way to deliver more value to where it's worth me getting paid back for it, then I'll do so. The same way that my lessons, they're priceless. And at the same time, there is a value because I can offer you something. I can offer you a measurable result. As with the podcast, there's not really a measurable result. That's why I don't really charge anything for it. But if I can come to something that's a measurable result for this podcast, then sure, we'll charge for that. But we're not there yet. We're not, you know what I'm saying? That's not what we're doing. So yeah, so we're going to talk about some other fun shit too. So we're going to take a quick break. After these messages, we'll be right back. Just kidding. There's no messages. We'll just be right back.
Damn, dude.
What up, everybody? We bike. And I just realized, my apologies if there's like a little bit of noise in the background. You hear like, I got a heater. What am I trying to say? I got a space heater running. That's what I'm trying to say. I was gonna say I got a heating fan. I got a heating pad. No. Space heater. That's what's going on. I got a space heater running. I don't know what the fuck. It is so damn cold in my house today for whatever reason. Yeah. So, man, I guess just to kind of tie up what I was saying is I don't ever want to be the sleazy sales guy. I don't ever want to be like bothering you or stepping on your toes or doing any shit like that. I always just want there to be like honest and fair business and transactions and interactions to go down. You know what I'm saying? Just plain and simple. Like that's what I want, and that's what I want to happen. So that's what I'm here to create. So I take the time to do these shows, and I got to take the time to message all my clients to make sure that everybody knows they're not forgotten about. Everybody knows that they're special. Make sure everybody knows that, like what I'm offering is something that's legitimate. So, yeah. So to get into something a little bit more exciting, I mean, I feel like that's pretty useful and valuable. So I guess to add to that, I think it's important that we view and value our relationships and the way we ask for shit, because it's like, are we asking for the benefit of myself? Are we asking for the benefit of yourself? Are we asking for the benefit of both of us? Like anytime there's a deal or something, I want all of us to benefit. I don't want just me to benefit or just you to benefit. Like I want both of us to benefit. And I want all my relationships that way, and I want all my interactions to be that way, so it's where we both get to benefit. And how good does that feel? You know what I mean? It's like when it's a win-win for both sides, that's when value exchanges become priceless. You know what I mean? It's like, well, I don't like the money that costs and the money that this costs or what it's worth doesn't even matter, because there's so much value in this exchange that the money, the cost, the time it would take to share, like to fucking tell somebody else, whatever, is priceless and almost automatic and wanted. So that's why I say for the show, like, dude, if you got anything out of it, if it was cool, whatever, tell a friend, give a like, give a share on your Instagram, on your Facebook, on your fucking Twitter. Tell one of your homies, like, something. You know what I mean? Just do something to help put this out and grow it just a little bit, because it's just fair. You know what I mean? It makes it an even value exchange. So, excuse me. So I think that excites me. To me, that's cool. I love shit like that. So, like I was saying, a little bit onto some funner shit. So my cousin Howie, you guys can go back and peep his episode. I want to say it's episode 17. It was a pretty good episode. It's one of the top ranked ones. Especially if you're a Nipsey Hussle fan, or you're just like the hustler type, that's the episode for you. There's untold Nipsey Hussle stories in that, which will fucking trip you out. It's pretty fucking cool. So my cousin Howie got a Tesla the other day, and he came through, swooped me up, and he fucked up his knee. So Howie, by the time you hear this, I know you're starting from the beginning with all these, so by the time you hear this, it's going to be a while later, but you'll probably be healed up by then. And I want to say, I hope your leg feels better, bro. Trust me, I know how that shit goes. It fucking sucks. But yeah, man, you'll get better. So he came through, swooped me up. We drove all the way down to IB to go grab some tacos from the spot that he's like, yo, this is like some of the best tacos I found. And that's one thing, me and my cousin Howie, We've gone around all around San Diego and discovered and tried all the best Mexican food everywhere. Oh, this is the best one. Oh, this is the best one. Blah, blah, blah. We're like, all right, let's see. So we go, and it's like a lot of the times it's hype or this or that or overrated or something. So we've gotten so specific down to the little details to where it's like, yo, there's like too many fucking folds in this burrito. Sometimes when you get a burrito, the way that they fold it is so fucking much that there's like a whole corner of tortilla only. And it's like, nah, man, you guys didn't wrap this right. Because there's a way for your burrito to be full as fuck and not have the corners all thick with tortilla. So that's a huge minus mark if that happens. So anyways, it's just like all these little things about tacos and fucking burritos and carne asada fries and all of this that really matter. So we went down to IB and the fucking place was closed. So to go from Poway to IB at fucking like 4:35 p.m., that's a fucking mission, dude. Because traffic and all that shit builds up. We got down there pretty quick. But so he swooped me up. He got a new Tesla. We cruised down there. And dude, that was my first time cruising in a Tesla. Those motherfuckers are fast. Like, keep in mind, I ride motorcycles. I'm no stranger to going fast. And I'll tell you, I don't think I could own a Tesla because I would get in fucking trouble, dude. Like, there's just no way, dude. Like, the way that it okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. So, so we go down to fucking eat at the spot in IB. And which was surprising to me, I used to live in IB, and for him telling me there's bomb tacos in IB, I was like, what? So it was crazy. The taco shop took over this classic fucking cafe that's been there forever. I'm surprised they went out of business. They were kind of dirty, but anyway, they're closed. We're like, oh, fuck. We passed by my old house that was there. It was pretty cool. So then we go down to our old favorite spot, one of the old top spots, Tacos El Guerrero. And that's in San Isidro. It was pretty fire. The tacos, bomb. The burritos, carne asada fries it's not that it's bad. It's just like a miss. Like, there's a distinction for spots for Mexican spots in San Diego. Some places you only get tacos. You don't get burritos, fries, any of the extra shit. This is one of those places. Like, you just get the tacos. Other places you do not get the tacos. Like, for example, if you go to like Kotex or Cotijan, that's what we call it, Kotex. If you go to Cotijan or Vallarta or like one of the more, or like Tony's or the more mainstreamed ones, you don't get tacos from those places where it's like this big ass carne asada taco. Like, you don't want that. You want your tacos to be small. Your tacos aren't very good if they're the big ass ones. You want the small ones. So places where the tacos are big like that, those places are better for ordering carne asada fries, ordering California burritos, carne asada burritos, stuff like that. So it's usually the places where the burritos or the fries are on point, the tacos are not. And if the tacos are on point, then the burritos and fries are often not. So how you can tell if your fries are just not on point right from the get-go is if it's served on a plate and the fucking sour cream is drizzled pretty, like in like lines across it. So sorry, I'm getting messages. So that's a good indicator that your carne asada fries are not that bomb and you're getting skimped because it's not that deep. It should be like a double layer. It shouldn't be this flat thing. So you know your carne asada fries are like right off the bat. If it comes on a plate, that's a minus mark. For the burrito, if it's got the folds in it and there's all the extra tortilla clumped up in the sides and the corners, that's a minus mark. If you bite into the burrito and you don't get all the layers evenly, minus mark. A huge thing, and this is what pissed me, like, I think it kind of pissed both of us off. We just enjoyed it for what it was, but when we went there, the carne asada fries came on a plate. They were good, but it came on a plate, so it's kind of less, and just that whole thing, like I just explained. Secondly, the carne asada fries had guacamole on them, real guacamole. The burrito, we got California burrito and we split, had avo cream in it. And that pisses me off. Granted, I like how it tastes, but it's not the same. Like when you got guacamole and sour cream independently in the burrito, fire. When these fuckers make avo cream, it's basically they just put a little bit of avocado inside sour cream and it's enough to turn it green. And they use that as a way to skimp out on guacamole because avocados cost more than sour cream. So when that happens, it's a cheap, watered down version of fucking guacamole and sour cream because they just put the two together. And it's like watered down, you know? It's been cut. It's been stepped on. And I don't like when my guacamole's been stepped on. Like, don't add shit to it. Just make the guacamole. Let the sour cream be sour cream. Don't fucking combine that shit. If you avo cream stuff, you automatically lost. As far as Mexican places. So the burrito, for some reason, even though I ordered sour cream and guacamole, they did avo cream. And on the fries, it had guacamole and regular sour cream. Trippy, right? That's fucking weird. So, I don't know. Anyways, so we're kind of like, we also had birria taco. I liked the birria taco. My cousin wasn't too impressed with it. I don't know. I thought the birria taco was pretty fire. But, yeah, so it was cool. It was a little like, oh, man, but it was cool. It was fun. Just cruising around, fucking smoke a J here, go eat some food, this and that. It was cool. So from there, we just go cruising around. Where were we going? I don't know. We kind of just went and just cruised around, right? So we end up by the TJ border, and there's like this road that's kind of like, if you've been there, it's like at the end of Dairy Mart Road, and it's like if you've gone there, it's kind of where what is that thing called? Like the Friendship Park or something like that. I don't know. It's like back there. There's these hiking trails and the border wall and all of that. And it's like south of IB even. And it's like this weird little area. If you've never been, it's hard to explain. But you're only allowed to drive certain parts of it. So he's like, dude, you want to drive? I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. So I hop in his Tesla and what is it? Like a P90 or something? I forget. I don't know. But it was pretty fucking fast. It was a nice one, So as far as the Tesla goes, interesting car, man. It was my first time cruising in one. I have to say the outside's more exciting than the inside of the car. Like the inside of Tesla is kind of boring. There's nothing inside. Like I don't even know if that makes sense. Like if you've been in one, like maybe you get what I mean by that. But it feels like there's like nothing in the car. It's just very like, I don't know, like very, very basic. And it's a trip. Like the fit and finish of the inside is like, I don't know. It was like high end / cheap feeling at the same time. Like certain things are like, wow, they really took a lot of care into this. Like putting the custom suede on the dashboard and shit, like was like very precise and perfect. But then like, I don't know, when you like knock on the door panel, it's like clink, clink, like it's kind of cheap feeling. Like the plastic feels kind of cheap. Granted, I don't know. I haven't heard anybody breaking them or anything. It's just kind of like how it feels, kind of like I said, half the stuff feels very high end and half the stuff feels very cheap. And it's like, it's a very interesting experience. I don't know how to explain it. It's just that weird mix of both, So he lets me drive. So being driver is way funner than being passenger in a Tesla, because a Tesla is motherfucking fast, dude. That fucking thing is fast, man. I was very, very, very surprised at how fast it was. Thing is, I don't know if I could fucking have one of those cars, man. Like the way that it handles and the way that the power hits, it feels like a go-kart. Like it really, really, really feels like a go-kart. Because when you hit the gas, like the moment you let off the throttle, the car starts slowing down a grip. Like it slows down super fast the moment you let off the gas, or I should say accelerator, because not gas. So that was super trippy to me. Like That's how a go-kart feels. You know, it's like you're like, wow, you let off and it's like, it's slowing itself down hella fast. Like the engine braking is pretty, it's heavy, you know, but it's cool though. Like it kind of like, it builds this level of confidence where it's a bit like, zoom, let go, and it's slowing down on its own. You don't even have to touch the brakes, you know? So that's pretty cool. So next thing, I'm kind of like whipping around this back road thing, and I was like, all right, bro, like I'm gonna smash on this shit. He's like, all right, yeah, go for it. So I come to a complete stop, and I've always wanted to do this since I've seen Teslas come out, is just fucking put the accelerator all the way to the floor from a dead stop and see what happens. So I was like, all right, hold on, bro. Like, so I fucking got my hands on the wheel. Bam, I put the throttle to the fucking floor, and before I could even get the throttle all the way to the floor, the tires are like, chop, 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 chop. I'm like, oh shit. Like, he's got brand new tires on it pretty much, but like the tires still fucking broke loose, and it fucking pinned us back to the seats, and that motherfucker was gone, dude. Like that motherfucker gets up and goes. So dude, I looked down, and in like literally like 3 seconds, we're doing like 100. I'm like, holy fuck, dude. Like, I mean, maybe it was a little longer than 3 seconds. I don't know how long. It was fucking fast, dude. From one stop sign, just from a dead stop at a stop sign, we got to 100 like immediately. It was faster for sure than a 600cc sport bike from a dead stop. Like it would, yeah. Like it's as fast as a 600 from a dead stop. When you're cruising, doing like 50, 60, and you stomp on the gas from there, a 600 sport bike would take the Tesla. The Tesla still gets up and goes, don't get me wrong. It's just not as fast as like a sport bike would be. But from a dead stop, I mean, maybe even if you had a rider on a 1000cc sport bike and they really knew how to ride, they could probably stay like dead even in a race from a dead stop against the Tesla. But dude, that motherfucker got up and goes, dude, and it handles so fucking it handles very like basic, like if you've ever driven like a Toyota Tercel or a Honda Accord, like the older ones, it's like this like go-kart feel. It's like you could drive as fast as you can, turn the wheel, and it's like it's just gonna turn. It's not even gonna slide out or like anything. It's like the center of gravity is so low. It feels so like squatty feeling. Granted, we had the car in sport mode, and I didn't even know Teslas, you could like, they were on air suspension and shit. So it was pretty sick. Like every time we get in the car, it's like, boop, hit the lowering thing and it goes down. It's pretty sick. So it handles pretty tight when sport mode. When it's in comfort mode, like it's got more of like a Cadillac, like a sedan sort of like bouncy, cruisy sort of feel, where it's very like airy and light feeling. But when you put it in sport mode, it definitely stiffens up and like crouches down, and it's pretty sick. You can feel it. You can really feel it in the handling. So as I'm smashing, dude, and it's like there's a couple times like I didn't want to fuck up my cousin's car or scare him too much or whatever. It's like, but if I had that car, dude, I would be pedal to the metal everywhere, dude. Like when I fucking hit that launch, it had my adrenaline going. Like I was shaky for a minute, like, oh shit, like this motherfucker goes, dude. I would be racing everybody, dude. Everybody, everywhere. There's just no question about it. So the Tesla is pretty fucking cool. It's like if you're gonna use it for commuting / racing, I think it's perfect. If you don't really, I don't know, it's like, I guess my experience from like being inside it for a long time is like, or being inside the car for a while, is it's like it doesn't have much personality. Like there's not a lot of quirks to it. There's not a lot of it's like it's like exactly what you would expect every single time sort of thing, if that makes sense. I don't know, like when I drive my old Jeep, it's like it makes different noises, it has different feels at different times, and it's like You can get it to act different. It's just got its own personality. Like the interior's got its own personality, the smell, the noises, it's like, it's just got that vibe. You know, with a Tesla, it's very like, very clean cut, like cubicle sort of feeling. Now it's like, that's good or bad depending what you're looking for in a car, you know. I thought it was kind of cool. I think driving long term, like the power of the car is more exciting than the experience of driving the car. Like when I drive my Jeep, I'm not going fast. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm just kind of cruising. But I'm having fun the whole time, you know? So as with the Tesla, I think if I'm just driving, I would get bored. But if like, because it has the ability to fucking smash and really get up and go, it makes it fun. And it makes it feel like, oh, there's a lot I could do with this. It would be way cooler if they were rear wheel drive. I'm pretty sure it's front wheel drive from what I remember from that takeoff. I'm pretty sure it was the front tire spinning. But yeah, that would be so sick if it was rear wheel drive and you could fucking drift that shit. But dude, you gotta be careful in one of those. They are really fucking fast, dude. Like I said, it's like motorcycle fast, especially from a dig. You know, once you're moving and you hit the gas, it's still pretty fucking fast, you know, but I would say it'd be comparable to like any newer sort of Beamer or like M3 or 3 Series or something, you know, like I remember my ex had a 320i when it was brand new, and that thing was as fast as my bike, close to as fast as my bike on the freeway. Like my bike would still smash when I had a 600. I had a 636. Like by the time I would get from like, if we're doing like 80 and then we both fucking gun it, like the 320 would be with me up until about like 140, 150. And then I would just start pulling away hella fast, maybe like 135. But I would just start pulling away. But I would say the Tesla's probably about as fast as a 320i when you're on the freeway, or like an X3, or I mean that's just shit I've driven. I've driven a 750. I didn't really smash on it like that though. I wish I would have at the time, but I didn't. So yeah, it's like it's fast like that, if that makes sense. So it's not going to be faster than a bike when you're already moving, but from a dead stop, yeah, you'll probably walk on a bike if you ran a quarter mile or something like that. So overall experience of the Tesla, I would... Fuck, man. I'm trying to think how to rate it. I guess out of 10, I would probably give it a... like a 6.5 or 7. Just overall incorporating the whole thing, right? Yeah. And it's weird because also having no engine noise, it's weird. So all you hear is the tire noise. So I don't know, like, that was interesting to me. I was expecting everything to be dead quiet, like completely silent as the car drives. Like the car's pretty silent. I mean, you just hear it like wee, but you hear like the road noise and stuff. It's not loud. I don't know what my expectation was. I don't know. But it's cool though. It's way cool. I think it's a good car. And then my cousin, he did all this like, I don't know, he was going to buy a brand new one and then sold his spot in line and this and that, and then ended up buying a slightly older one and this and that. Yeah, it was pretty cool. He hooked himself up. But it was cool because he got one with unlimited supercharging, so he can go to wherever they have the superchargers and it's free. So he could charge his car for dirt cheap or free. Because the one he got. So that's pretty fucking cool. So congrats on the new whip. Might be old by this time. You might not even have it by the time you hear this episode. If you ever hear this episode, Howie. So that was really cool. That was my experience driving the Tesla. The motherfucker gets up and goes. Once you're going, it's as fast as like a normal fast car. Yeah, man. But it was smooth. It handles very, very basic and predictable. That's one thing I thought was cool. The whole thing is very predictable feeling, with the exception of when you fucking smash, like it's hard to predict how fast the car is going to get up and go. So you got to make sure you have your hands correct. You got to be ready to fucking smash on it. Because like I said, it moves. So, with that being said, I think we're going to wrap this episode up. You guys wish me luck that I can sell some of these gift certificates because I need to pay rent and I need to eat. And if I can sell them before this weekend would be way fucking cool. Like if I can sell some by today so I could actually get the money for it by tomorrow, oh my God, it would be a fucking miracle. But if I can sell a couple of these, will already be a miracle. So wish me luck. Again, like I said, I keep reminding myself, it's not about the money. It's about what I can actually do for people at the same time as be able to pay my rent and eat food and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that is the goal here. And like I said, if you got anything out of the show, if this was cool, entertaining, fun, anything whatsoever, please tell a friend to tell a friend, share somewhere on your social media, all that cool shit. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for making this possible. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Much love. Peace. Touch your face. Not the beach, not the last one appears to it's gonna be me and you.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude. Yo, what was that? Oh, it just said damn, dude.
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 Damn, dude. Damn, dude.
Damn.
Damn, dude.
Love you guys. Much love. Peace.